everyone, can you hear me clearly? Okay, thanks for your reply. Let me shut down the music first and begin immediately, alright? Okay, morning everyone. Welcome back to my live broadcast. Today is Today is November the 2nd, 2020, Monday, beginning of another week. And the topic for today, we will talk about the latest US and Singapore market analysis on the eve of US general election. Tomorrow is the day, right? And under such a backdrop, should we bottom catch or should we wait? And for individual stocks, Singapore market, I spotted that today Wilmar and Sunpower all went up. When I was checking, right, these two shares have been quite powerful until now, right? Until previously, earlier when I was checking, right? So, are they good options to consider? And if they are, which one is better? The two stocks actually represent different types, okay? And also for US market later we will talk about, I didn't write here, but we will talk about the JD.com and also Alibaba, because the Double 11 shopping festival is coming, right? So maybe we want to talk a bit about these two online retail companies, okay? E-commerce. And then the second part will talk about your individual stocks. And here I need to remind you that, right, if you want to diagnose your stocks, you can WhatsApp me privately, because I feel that it's not so good to just write under the comment section, because I cannot let's say interact with you in the most effective way. If you WhatsApp me, maybe I can follow up. After that, I can provide you more detailed advice, right? So better you WhatsApp me rather than write in the comment section, okay? So if you want to WhatsApp me, my WhatsApp is 6592312309. This is my WhatsApp, okay? Okay. Before we begin, I still need to remind you that all the stocks mentioned in the video are for the purpose of demonstration and education, not recommendation. Investors should be aware of the risks involved in stock trading and take full responsibilities for their own tradings. Okay, so let's begin. Firstly, about the US market, right? About the US markets, we see now the price last Friday already touched the first blue line of homely rainbow here. The value is 10,820, right? And this box area between 10,420 and 10,820. This is the strong support area for Nasdaq. Okay, so whether or not the level can hold, it depends greatly on the results of the US general election. So tomorrow is already the day, right? But we know the possibility that maybe tomorrow the final result could not come out. It's possible that the final result might be delayed, maybe several days later before we get the final result, or maybe even weeks, or even end of this year, or even early next year. So everything is possible, because we need to get prepared that tomorrow we may not be able to get the final result tomorrow. But the sooner we get the final result, the better for the stock market. Because I mentioned, for either retailers or the big institutions, what we care more about is the end of the uncertain situation. If we cannot get the results tomorrow or very soon, then investors would be extremely upset and extremely frustrated. So higher probability the price might drop below the support level here, right? The blue line, the final defense line, 10,420. If really we cannot get the results very soon, tomorrow would be the best. If we cannot, maybe several days in near future, if we can get the result, maybe the price get support, might turn upward again, at least give us a rebound first, right? But if we cannot, then the price might drop below the support level here, and maybe drop further to touch the white lines in future. That's the last thing we want to see, right? But it's possible. We need to get prepared. Okay, so this is for Nasdaq. And then for S&P 500, we also see the support level between 3,140 and 3,220. 3,220, that's the last blue line of Homely Rainbow, and 3,140, that's the last white line of Homely Rainbow. So this range would be a strong support for S&P 500. Currently, the last blue line here, 3,220, right, is already the strong support. But I just mentioned, if we cannot get a result very soon for the U.S. general election, maybe the market might drop even further, break down. But if we can have the result in near future, or the best tomorrow, then maybe the price would give us a rebound first. Okay, so this is S&P 500, and for Dow Jones is the weakest. Now the price already at the white lines and blue lines of Homely Rainbow. This is the final defense line. If this level cannot hold, means in near future, the market extremely frustrated by the U.S. general election results. Maybe the next target level should be around the sorry, give me a moment. So here's something wrong with the okay, so see, next level is around 61.8% of the golden section. So the value is 24,878. Okay, 78. 24,878. This is supposed to be the strong support level based on golden section, right? So maybe if the downward momentum is very strong, the price might even drop further to touch the 50% of the golden section, which is around 23,611 points. Okay, so this is for the US market, right? Then how about our STI? For our STI, wow, this longest blue bar of chip distribution, that's around 2,500. Now it's already very far away from that level now, right? And this is until last Friday. Until last Friday, the price already dropped below, let's say, this relatively speaking longer blue bar, but it's not that long, right? The support here is very weak. The previous low here already below last Friday. So today, up until now, we see rebound. This morning when I was checking, we have a rebound. Let me check now the latest value for our STI. But even if today the market rebound, right? But if the US turned out to be quite bearish in near future, very high probability our STI would follow the suit, and the support levels below, all right, around the first target level is around 2,370. Why this level? Because this level is the high price of the second blue Tai Chi signal. Last Friday I also mentioned, right? This is supposed to be the first support level, and also after this blue Tai Chi we have a small upward gap, right? So the gap hasn't really been fully covered. You see here, this bearish candle is covered a bit but not fully covered. Once in future the price drop to touch the high of the blue Tai Chi signal, here the gap would be completely covered. This would be some sort of support. But this level, if cannot hold, because the downward momentum, if really strong, might even drop further, right? That would be the other downward upward gap here, the previous upward gap here between our historical low here. It's not really the historical, this is the period low, right? Let's say the period low back in March, right? So the low, after the price hit the bottom, the low price, we have a upward gap, right? So this upward gap here in future, once covered, also would be the, relatively speaking, strong support. But if we check the chip distribution, we realize that below the chips not so long, the support levels may not be that strong, okay? But some sort of support here at least. If in future US turn to be bullish again, maybe even the weak support levels might be able to hold, right? And the top of the gap is around 2,290. The bottom of this upward gap is around 2,220. Means the range between 2,270 and 2,290. That's the second support level in future if the price really drop, right? Okay, so if the price in future drop below this level, wow, I cannot imagine how bearish our Singapore market can be. Means it would hit new low, would break down the low in March. So that would be extremely bad for our Singapore market. Okay, so this is for the market analysis, right? So under such a backdrop, everything is depending on the results of the US general election. So should we bottom catch, or should we, let's say, wait? How to make the wise choice here at such a key turning point here, right? So I tell you, actually, different investors may have different strategies. Different strategies might suit different investors. I cannot say that bottom catch is wrong now. I also cannot say wait is wrong now. It depends on what? It depends on your own risk appetite and also your capacity to handle risks. I mentioned in my previous videos, if your risk appetite and your capacity to handle risks can match each other, right? So either you do bottom catch or you wait. That's the wise choice to make now. But if your risk appetite is quite high, right? Quite high, quite high risk appetite. But if your capacity to handle risks is very weak, then what would happen is tragedy. You will lose a lot of money in the stock market. And if your risk appetite is very small, right? It's very low, but your capacity to handle risks actually is quite strong, right? Then you will waste the opportunities of the stock market. You cannot maximize your profits in the stock market. I know some people who just buy REITs, okay? Only buy REITs and trust. Whatever market situation it is, they just buy REITs and trust and keep holding. Actually, that's for stock investment, that's a waste of opportunity in the market. Maybe they can really learn and improve, can master the trading skills and handle the risks very well. Their capacity to handle risks might be quite high, quite strong, but they just don't want to do it, want to take the risks, so they will lose the opportunities. Okay, so for current market education, like market situation, right? So if you are a very let's say aggressive investor, your risk appetite is quite high, right? You have very high risk appetite, and at the same time your capacity to handle risks is very strong, right? Actually, you can say bottom catch here is a good choice. I'm not saying for every stock to do bottom catch, right? So maybe some strong stocks happen to give you the entry point now. Maybe you can try it. Because even when the market is extremely bearish, we always will have some stocks who can be quite bullish. The price would go up against the general downward momentum, right? So that's not for every investor, right? That's for the aggressive investors with high risk appetite and strong risk management capacity. Okay, but if you are very conservative investor, your risk appetite is very low, and at the same time your capacity to handle risks is not that strong, right? It's quite weak, or you don't have confidence in your in your capacity to handle risks. Wow, maybe you should stay sidelined now. You should wait, because really currently the market is extremely uncertain. No one can really predict for sure what would happen after tomorrow. No one knows exactly for sure, for certain, right? So faced with such great uncertainties, of course we should choose to avoid risks first, because we don't have very strong capacity to handle risks, right? Okay, so that's how we can make a wise choice under current market situation. So there's no one single answer, no one standard answer. It depends on your own situation, right? You need to ask yourself, your risk appetite is high or low, and also your capacity to handle risks is high or low, is strong or weak. So you make the match. If you can make the match, the decision you make, the choice you make here will be the wisest one, the most wise one. Okay, so then how about, let's say that's about the market, general market performance, right? Then when it comes to individual stocks, how to deal, right? So let me suppose you let's say aggressive investor, right? So you can you prefer higher risks. You can, and also you can handle very well risks. Means your appetite for risks high, your capacity to handle risks also very strong, right? Then for individual stocks, how can we, let's say, catch some opportunities for current market situation? For Singapore market, let me give you an example. For example, I mentioned for Singapore today, I spotted this morning that Wilmar it was quite strong, the upward momentum. When I was checking, it's more than 6% of rally. Now it already dropped a bit, right? Okay, so for Wilmar, can we buy? Can we buy Wilmar? It went up quite a lot today, and also if we check, actually, last Friday I already spotted Wilmar. I spotted this stock because the price touched the white lines of homely rainbow. When it touched the white lines of homely rainbow, that's very strong support. Last Friday I was thinking, well, when the price gets support, is it possible that Wilmar would rebound? Well, today it turned out to be, well, really it rebounded, right? But is it a good choice to buy now? Ray and Y circle, let me bring out. It's the first ray circle today. So the answer is, firstly, if you really a very aggressive investor, right? So you really prefer high risks. Then maybe you can buy when the confirmation comes, because it's the first ray circle, right? And if tomorrow or in near future the close price is higher than the high price of today's today's candle, right? Then that's a confirmed buy point for short term. But you need to know this buy point here is very dangerous, because above we have yellow lines as very strong resistance. If the price unable to break up the resistance here, it will turn downward again. Means if you are not that aggressive, maybe you are a bit aggressive, but you are not that aggressive, right? And you are not that good at short-term trading. You cannot stop loss in time very fast without hesitation. Maybe I think Wilmar may not be suitable for you. Only if you are very good at super short-term trading, you can stop loss very fast without hesitation, and you can handle the risks very well, right? And then you are willing to take such kind of great uncertainties. Maybe you can try based on the trading principle here. The trading principle here is first ray circle, wait for the confirmation. Okay, confirmation is close price in near future should be higher than the high price of today's candle. That's how we can deal with Wilmar. And then I also happen to spot this one other stock called 5GD, Sunpower. Sunpower, okay. Sunpower, you see, it's a different type than Wilmar. Just now Wilmar, the price still below the yellow lines. We say below yellow lines, the medium-term trend is still weak, downward, bearish. So it's not that safe. So more risky, right? But for Sunpower, actually the price never dropped below the yellow lines of homely rainbow. And also for multicolor dragon, we have big boys at least around 25% quite stably. But for Wilmar, just now you already spotted only a little big boys there, very little big boys there, right? And then for Sunpower, last Friday, I also spotted because that's the first ray circle last Friday. And I was also thinking, well, today maybe the price would, if break up the high of last Friday's candle, price would go up, and then turned out to be, well, already higher, right? So then we check multicolor dragon, also the big boys increase further. So actually this is a safer buy point compared with Wilmar. Okay, so means if you are not that aggressive type, and also at the same time your capacity to handle risks not that strong. You cannot stop loss very fast, and you are not good at short-term trading. Then compared with Wilmar, right? So SunPower might be a safer choice for you, right? But for Wilmar, if let's say if really you take the risks, right, and you're lucky, and the price really give us a rally in future, maybe the rally might be a very forceful one. I'm just saying maybe, because everything is uncertain, right? So higher risks, higher profit, higher yield. If you want to be safer, sometimes your profit may be less, right? But with the, let's say, the trading system here, right, actually we can manage to take smaller risks but to maximize our profits, to make a greater profit. Means smallest risks but greatest profits. How? You choose stocks in uptrend. For medium term, long term uptrend like SunPower, and also you check multi-color dragon, which is very important, right? So the big boys has been quite stable, around 25%, and retailers seldom appear, and even appear will disappear very soon. So the purple line, which is the moving average for the big boys here, also was let's say was in the red bar last Friday, right? So check. This is last Friday, right? So the big boys, the red bar increased to be higher than the purple line. We say for short term, usually that would be a beginning of a short term rally. And today it continued going up. Okay, so this is how we can make a wise choice after make a comparison between Wilmar and SunPower. But the precondition, you need to have the software to make such a comparison, right? Without the tool, maybe you don't know which one is stronger, which one is not that strong, and which one give you more uncertainties, and which one give you less uncertainties. Because risks means uncertainties. Less uncertainty means safer, right? Okay, so this is for Singapore market. And then for US market, for individual stocks, what kind of stocks worth our attention in near future? I mentioned that the Double 11 shopping festival, the China festival, right? The Chinese festival, Double 11 shopping festival, and related with two companies. One is Alibaba. Okay, yeah. So for Alibaba, what we see is after the first recircle here, right? We don't have the confirmation until now, because the second day, the third day, the first day, the price never really, close price I mean, never really is higher than the high price of the first recircle candle. Means this buy point here is not yet confirmed, right? But if when the Double 11 shopping festival is coming very soon, right? If really the price break up the high of the first recircle candle here, there might be a rally, because people would have very good expectations about the performance of this Double 11 shopping festival. Alibaba, maybe also JD.com would have a very great profit on that in this festival season, right? If people feel optimistic about this, about their performance, then price will go up, because people trade based on expectations. If people have confidence, people feel the future is bright, people would buy, because they believe the price would go up in future. And if more and more people believe, then more and more people buy, the price naturally would go up, right? But we need to wait for the confirmation. Without the confirmation, we don't buy. And if it fails in future, even when the price really break up the high of the first cycle here, we need a stop loss. That's how you abide by the trading system, so that you can always catch the opportunities, maximize your profit, and minimize your risks. It's very important to follow the trading principles here. If buy point come out, confirm the buy point come out, you follow. If the sell point come out in future white circle, follow for short-term trading. If the price fail to continue going up a lot in future, even after the price break up the high of the first cycle candle, a drop your stop loss, right? Okay, so this is for Alibaba, right? You can monitor, maybe we have chance. And for JD.com, yeah, for JD Rayama circle, yeah, we see the similar situation. We also have the first red circle here, but the price never gave us the confirmation to buy, right? But in near future, you can keep monitoring. Okay, so this is about my point of view about the current market situation for US market and for Singapore market, and whether we should bottom catch or we should wait. Okay, and also for individual stocks, if you are the aggressive investor who can handle risks very well, maybe for individual stocks, what kind of stocks may worth your attention? Okay, and now I will leave the time for you. Anyone WhatsApp me your individual stocks you want to diagnose? Okay, so if you don't WhatsApp me your individual stocks, maybe in future I would cancel this section, the individual stock diagnosis section, if you really don't want to WhatsApp me. Okay, and today okay, so maybe I will give you 1 day to adjust, right? Today I will diagnose your stocks in the comment section today, but tomorrow I hope you can WhatsApp me privately, right? Tomorrow you WhatsApp me privately. Today I still will diagnose for you. Let me check. But tomorrow, remember, tomorrow